Yes, in the last period we have learned food for all, lesson number 12. So, what we learn? Agricultural seasons. We get food from plants. For that purpose we sow grain in field and plant fruits, trees in orchard. Then about 60% of the land of our country is used for agriculture. How many percent? 60%. Then there are two main agricultural season in our country. What are they? From June to October, Kharif season, and in this season the crops are watered mainly by the rain, and the season from October to March is the Rabi season. In this season, rainwater that has soaked into the soil, the retreating monsoon and dew are the. Then some crops are grown in the month of March to June. These are called summer crops. Okay. Now, after that we have learned modern methods of irrigation. Okay. Now, modern methods of irrigation, what I have shown you that deep irrigation is done, then sprinkle irrigation is done. Okay. See here. And before that, what was that? They used to make one canal and they used to water the field, and after that modern irrigation has done, that is deep irrigation and sprinkle irrigation. This we have learned in our previous lecture. Now, how to store the food, how to protect the crops, this also we have done. Now, how to store? In warehouse we store the food grains. To prevent such damages by pest chemicals are spread at the place of storage of all around it. Neem leaf and mixture are mixed in the grain. Because of this neem leaves, the mixture is mixed in the grain. Because of this neem leaves, it is this insect doesn't attack on it. Okay. Now, some protections chemicals that can be mixed with the grain are also available in the market. There are some chemical mixtures which are available in the market. Okay. So, their smell repels insect, means if because of that smell the insect will not attack on the grain. Storage place are always kept in a dry and airy to prevent fungus formation. It should be the place where you are storing the food, it should be dry and airy. If it is damp place, then the fungus will attack over there. Okay. Now, food storage and conservation of environment. Like humans, other living things also store food. For example, you can take the example of honeybee, even ants, small ants, they also before the rainy season what they all do, they all store their food. Even our human beings also, we also store the food. Before the rainy season we store food, because if too much of rain is there, we are not able to go out and purchase the grains and whatever things we need. So, what we do, we also store some grain pulses, we also store for rainy season. Like human, other living things also store food. Each of them has a different way of doing it, all have their different way. So, insect like ants store food, bees collect their nectar from flowers. So, ant also store their foods. Have you seen one by one the small ants are moving with their food? So, before rainy season these ants also store their food. And bees what they do? They collect all the honey from the flowers and they what they do? They store it in the honeycomb. In the form of honey, squirrels store seeds. Like that, squirrel also store the seeds. Because these animals store food, it is available to them when they need it. So, in rainy season or whenever they need, they can use this food. Okay. Now, all the time plants are busy producing the food they need. Plants are also busy in producing their food they need. So, even so, there are some plants that store food. There are few plants which store food. What are they? You are familiar with bulbs of plants such as onion, garlic and tubers such as potatoes, ginger, etc. These are the plants which store food in themselves. They are all parts of the stem of the plants. Radish, sweet potato, beetroot are the roots of their plant. These plants store food in their stem or root. All these plants store the food in their stem or root. We too store food in our homes according to our needs. According to our need, we also store the foods. So, who are storing the food? Animals, insect, plants, human beings, everyone is storing the food. Okay. In India, due to the improved methods of cultivation, we now produce plenty of food grains because of the cultivation, methods of cultivation, improved methods of cultivation. There are plenty of food grains. So, the production exceeds the demand, means there is so much population, but still we are able, everyone is getting a food. So, the surplus food grain is stored in huge warehouse. These all food grains are kept in big storehouse. In a warehouse they keep, huge warehouses are there, means very big rooms are there. There they keep all these food grains. Sometimes production is affected by the disasters such as flood, drought, a cyclone or hailstorm. As such time, the stored surplus grain can be used for the people. It can also be used for the people displaced due to disaster like an earthquake. See, this food is stored, but if earthquake is there, if some disaster is there, if flood is there. See, in Tamil Nadu there was a big flood was there. So, this people, this government people, what they do, whatever they have the storage food na, they make the packets and give to this people. Okay, so this food is used in this type also. For example, cyclone is there, hailstorm is there, earthquake is there. So, this food is also used. Okay. Visit to a fair price shop. Visit to a fair price shop to understand the rationing system. You have to visit to a rationing store and see how the rate is there, public distribution system, observe the different kind of grains available there, and if possible the types of ration card. What are the types of ration card, means different colors are there, and see the different type of grains also in the shop, what type of grains are there, what type of pulses are there, that you have to see. Fair shop. The green revolution. So, today our country is self-reliant as far as production of food grain is concerned. We are also able to export the surplus grain. Okay. The tremendous increase of food grain production in our country was achieved during the Green Revolution. It was brought about by the joint efforts of scientists, people working for the spread of science and farmers. The credit for the research that lead to improvement in the seed of wheat and rice that results in the Green Revolution in India goes to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. This is the person, he is the scientist Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. He has done the research on grain. So, because of this he has done the research, we get the improved grain. So, because of this the Green Revolution he has done, in that too much of increment in the grain was done, the production of grain was too much. So, because of this the production was too much, we are exporting our grain to other countries and we are getting a good profit from this Green Revolution because of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. You can find out information about him on net also. You will be able to know about Dr. Swaminathan. He was a good scientist. Okay. So, food security. Now, food is the basic need. Many countries have made laws to ensure that every person gets sufficient food according to their need. Every person should get a sufficient food according to their need. These laws are known as food security. This is known as law of food security. In 2013, our country too enacted a food security law. In which year? In 2013, our country too enacted a food security law. It was made it possible to fight ills like malnutrition, starvation and death due to hunger. There are few people, those who are not getting food properly to eat, that is malnutrition, and poor people, they are not able to purchase the food. Due to that, there is, because of hungriness, they are died because of this. So, agricultural assistant program. Through this program, farmers are given proper information and guidance about the latest technology, irrigation facilities, improved seeds, use in fertilizers and pesticide, etc. They can also give weather forecast and other agricultural related information from this assistance center. So, this is agricultural assistant program. Because of this, where it is going to rain, today how the weather is there, this information we used to get because of this latest technology. Okay. Now, in addition, agricultural schools have been started for farmers. Agricultural schools are also there. In this, they have been taught that how this seeds have to be sowed. Then there are few trainings are there which this schools are giving, agricultural schools are giving to the farmers. So, because of this training, they are able to improve good quality of grains. Then they are producing a good quantity also in the agricultural field. So, members of the farmers family can learn about new technology as these schools. So, because of this technology, because of these schools, they are able to learn different new things in agriculture. How to produce, then how to do marketing, then how to hold exhibition for farmers. So, because of this committee, they are able to do good type of marketing, means how to do marketing, because some people they are not able to do marketing. In the first, what they used to do, if I am having wheat and you are having rice, so what they used to do, they used to exchange their things. If I am having wheat, I will give wheat to that person and he will give rice to me. So, like that they used to do, but now they are selling their product. For example, if I am having a lot of production of wheat is too much, so I go in the market and I sell it. So, now this agriculture committee, what they are doing, they are teaching how to do marketing also. The agricultural department of government, agricultural, universities, television, newspaper and various periodicals work for the spread of modern method of agriculture. Now, in TV also many things, newspaper, TV, there also we get many information about the agriculture. Now, it is possible for all farmers to use these modern methods to increase production. The whole country benefits them these efforts. Okay, now organic farming. What is organic farming? Farming that relies on nature. Material is called organic farming, means natural things, naturally the things are produced, they are organic farming. It is a form of traditional agriculture. What is organic farming? It is a form of traditional agriculture. In this method, the nutritive substance in the soil are retained. The organic pesticides used in this method have no harmful effects on those who eat the produce. The grain grown by this method is nutritious and also good to taste. If they grow this naturally, the product is also good in taste and it is good for our health also. These grains grown by the methods of method is nutritious and also good for taste. That is why farmers have begun to adopt for organic farming method. Because of this, the farmers started using organic method. Organic farming involve use of manure obtained from plants and animals. These manure consist of fish and bone meal, animal excreta, as well as decomposed remains of plants and animals. So now what they are doing? Natural things they are getting from plants and animals, animal bones. So all these things they are using in their farming. Okay. So now what we have learned, we will go through it at once. This lesson is over. There are two main agricultural seasons, the Kharif and Rabi season. Using improved methods of farming leads to an increase in production. Then farmers can get information about modern agricultural technology through agricultural assistant program. I will give you some difficult words also. Yes, there are few difficult words you can learn and write 5 times at home. Okay. Then I gave you some work. Find out information on Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Write few lines about it. Then plant in a pot. Plant one small tree in your pot. Okay, you can sow the seed and plant it in your pot. There are some questions on page number 63, you can solve that. Obtain the seeds of 5 types of grain, put them in a separate packets and stitch them to a large sheet of paper. Write all you know about each food grain. Okay. Go to a shop and see different type of food grains are there. You can make small packets and see how they are. You can observe the different type of food grains, pulses, whatever is there. Okay. So we have completed this lesson now.